Hey everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Watch Talk with Anthony. I'm very happy to have you tonight, and I know that I've been a bit MIA, and I do apologize for that. And happy to help you with your collecting as always, and hopefully help you make good decisions on your next purchase. Let's start off with the customary wristwatch check. This is the Certina DS4 Small Second. It was basically a gift from somebody in one of the groups who wants to remain anonymous, and we'll leave it like that. And I was just blown away by the generosity of that person, and I love that watch. One of the best bang per buck Swiss made watches on the market, I'd say. It's the Certina DS4 Small Second. Very cool watch. Now, today, the topic is what makes a watch a keeper in your collection. And I wanted to kind of do like a bit of a collaboration video amongst a lot of my friends in like the watch groups, and I have their responses here, and I'd like to share some of those, and then I'd like to get into my top five reasons. So if I could find it right here, let's go with all right, my friend David out of the UK, good friend of mine, pretty cool collector, cool guy. Um, we also run a watch group called Retro Watches. I'm an admin in one of those groups, so come by and check it out sometime if you like. It okay. So his response, his one of his reasons for why you should keep a watch in your collection is if you could only hand down one watch to your son or daughter, what watch is your keeper? Or excuse me, that watch is your keeper. Let me repeat that again. If you could only hand down one watch to your son or daughter, that watch is your keeper. The other good point that he pointed out, which I'd like to share with you, is give me one second here. A keeper is something you spend a long time looking for and a long time obtaining. I do see a lot of truth to that. Uh, and I think that a lot of us, when we really like something, we seek it out. It takes a lot of time, and once we get it, it just makes it that much sweeter, right? A friend of mine, Justin P, Mr. Powers, Justin Powers. Um, he is a really cool guy in one of the groups as well, and he said if you keep wearing it and enjoy it, and that's why he says that's why he sold about 12 of them and hadn't worn them in months. So if you keep wearing it and enjoying it, that's a keeper. Thank you, Justin. My friend Steve A, as we all know, is Wolfen out of Ecuador. Very good friend of mine, somebody I collaborate with on a daily basis. Everybody here I collaborate with on a daily basis. His his top reasons are number one, and I like this one. One you've lusted over, which is like a grail. One you've lusted over for a while. That's something that that's one of his reasons, and I think that's a pretty cool reason there. You've lusted over it, and you finally got it. It's your grail, and you're enjoying it. Another one, number two, would be it feels so right on your wrist. Now we all have watches, and sometimes they just don't feel good on the wrist, right? They're too heavy, they're too light. The one that feels just right, that's sweet spot. And you're absolutely right, Steve. Number three, sentimental reason. Now, um, you've the watch has been passed on to you by a previous family member, or it just means something special to you. Sentimental value. Okay, that's a good reason there. An award or commemorative reason. Maybe you earned it somehow in your job. You've been there for 20, 30, 40 years, and it's like that watch they give you, and even has your little name on the back of the case back or something as an example. I've seen those before. Also, you graduated college, you graduated something big, a big award or commemorative reason. That's a good one. Number five, scarcity hold on. Scarcity of one you've loved from afar, but were finally able to afford it. Okay. Scarcity of one you've loved from afar, but were finally able to afford it. I like that one. Collectability. That's that's excellent. And he also mentioned milestone watches. And yes, you have a milestone in your life. You have this watch, and it's something special to you. So that I really dig that. That's really cool. Thank you very much, Steve, for that one. Another Steve, as we know, Tippine Ward, um, out of New Zealand. Mr. Steve, thank you. Let's see. He says here, what makes a keeper? Sometimes sheer utility. Now, this gentleman lives in the bush, out in New Zealand, and it's a bit rough out there, right? So something like a G-Shock is something that is like utility for some situation like that. You're in the jungle, you're in the woods hunting, you're fishing, sheer utility, right? That's excellent. Let's take a look here. What about? Hold on. Ultimately, the heart. He also mentioned ultimately the heart wants what the heart wants, and it applies to watches as much as anything else. And a keeper watch has to be one that you connect with in some way that's deeper than how objectively worthy that watch may be. So the heart wants what the heart wants, of course. I mean, it's just that there's something about that watch that you just can't explain, and it's just you just love it, and that's what the bottom line. Let's see. Another reason is, hold on. I think that one. Let me see. I think we got those. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. We got Justin, Steve, David. We got both Steves. If I missed anybody else, I do apologize. And I think those are all their collaborations. Now, my top five, which I wanted to share with you guys, and I am very happy to share with you on that, is give me 1 second here. I wrote it down. And there's no particular order. It's just kind of like what I was brainstorming. You always go back to it no matter what or how long you've owned it. So it's one of those watches that, like, even after the honeymoon period, we call it, you're still going back to that watch. Like, no matter how much time that you've had it, you don't get sick of it, and you enjoy it, and it's something that you just enjoy so much. You just keep going back to it, no matter how many new watches you keep getting. In those honeymoon periods, you just go right back to that watch. And we all have at least one or two of those. Most of the other ones we probably get sick of and we want to sell, but there's just that one you don't want to sell and you want to keep. Number two, I have here as you can never see yourself letting it go from your collection. You can just never imagine yourself letting it go. It's just that special to you, and it's just something that it's a watch that you can never see yourself letting go. I mean, we all have those. I have a few of those as well. We have sentimental value watches, ones that family members passed us, down to us. They may have passed away or whatever, and it's in our collection, and it's special to us. So, sentimental reason is sentimental value. Definitely, I have as number 3 here. Number 4 is a watch you've been having your eye on for a long time and you finally purchased. It's something, well, like my previous friends may have said, like you lusted over it and you finally got it and it's in your collection, and it's just something that you've had your eye on for quite some time and you finally got it, and it's something you may have saved up for, or something that maybe a friend of yours probably had and you've always kind of just lusted over, so that's definitely a big one there. And it just has its place in your collection. It fits in perfectly. We all have our specific collections that we have, and this watch just fits into that theme or whatever that you own, and it's just something that it just has its place, and it might even complete your that specific type of collection, whether it's like your Russian watch collection or your Japanese or Swiss. It has that place, and it is a special piece. So, I just wanted to kind of make it short and sweet, and just kind of get down to the nitty gritty of what makes something a keeper in your watch. And I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear any you can definitely leave that in the comments section. What do you feel truly makes a keeper? If I missed anything, I apologize, but this is just kind of what I've been brainstorming, and I really wanted to help you in in deciding whether you keep a watch or you sell it, or you just maybe give it away. And I must admit, there is something special about when you do give someone a watch that you care about, a friend, or could be a lover or a family member or whatever. There's just some kind of personal satisfaction, at least in my experience, when I've given watches away for free or whatever to people that I knew that would really enjoy it, but I just maybe couldn't sell that watch for whatever reason. There's just some enjoyment you get from that. So try it sometime. Maybe give away a watch to a friend or somebody that you care about, and see how good it makes you feel. It's maybe something you've had for a long time, and maybe you got sick and tired of it, and it doesn't fit in your collection, and making that person happy with that, I think, would really give you some personal satisfaction. Or selling it, of course. But so yeah, those are the top reasons of why you should keep a watch in your collection. And please do like, subscribe, hit the bell, all of that. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I hope that you all are doing well during these weird times, and enjoy your watches. As I always say, I don't know what I would be doing with without my watches right now during these weird times. It's that distraction. It just makes me happy every time I see my collection, just like a kid in a candy store. So I don't know if you get that same personal satisfaction from them, but if you do, that's cool, and I hope that I help, and maybe even hopefully inspire you in your collection. So anyways, I hope you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.